Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing fine this evening. Spirit, let's tap into the collective energies, please. Collective energies. Collective energy. Spirit, what does the collective need to know at this time? Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Collective energies. In the central energy. Whoa. We've got the Six of Swords in the upright. So I'm moving on. A change. Leaving something behind. Releasing baggage. Challenged by. The Four of Swords in the upright. So a relationship's ending and something's ending, some situations ending, and you're moving on to calmer waters, and there is a recuperation, a recovery, a renewal, planning for the future. In the subconscious, we've got Three of Swords. So there was a divorce, a heartbreak. So there's like this releasing baggage. Releasing baggage, and that's a Three of Swords. So whatever this heartbreak is, you're releasing it. It's a divorce. Somebody betrayed you. Somebody was disloyal. There could be confusion, emotional pain, but you're leaving it behind. And your challenge is to recuperate, to renew yourself. And in the recent past, we've got Five of Swords. So conflict, or Five of Wands. I'm sorry, Five of Wands. So there's conflict, competition. Tension, intention and expectation. The Lovers. Somebody was fighting for love. Somebody was fighting and they thought they were going to get deep love by fighting. Or maybe that's their expectation. Their expectation is that love is coming together, and I don't know, this rivalry is conflict regarding love. Somebody got cut out, or somebody divorced somebody. Maybe somebody just got tired of fighting. In the near future, we've got the Five of Pentacles in the upright. So there's insecurity and fear, financial loss, the lens that's being looked through. Is Justice in the upright. Law of cause and effect. In the environment. In the environment, we have the Nine of Cups. A wish come true. There's emotional stability. So without this conflict in the love relationships, there is an emotional stability. That's lovely. Okay, and the hopes and fears. Tower. Somebody's afraid that there's going to be a tower in the outcome. Yeah, man. you know, so they're fighting because these lovers are coming together, and because these lovers are coming together, they're facing a Five of Pentacles. They did not get the love union. They need to move on, and or somebody's moving on and releasing the baggage. They need to go make plans for the future. They're cutting off this conflict. There could be they're cutting off this conflict. Somebody thought they were going to come in and get a love relationship with you and create conflict. But instead they got a Five of Pentacles, justice is served. There's a Nine of Cups, or there's a wish come true, but there's a Tower here. Somebody's sudden change in chaos. And there's like somebody's in a Nine of Swords. I'm sorry, I repeated that whole thing because it's like, whoa, because I had to wrap my head around it. You got this Five of Swords and a Nine of Swords here. So the justice is being served. That brings a wish come true or emotional stability to something. And that causes a Tower for somebody who has been fighting and trying to steal something. And they're left with a Nine of Swords. Holy moly. All right, and on the bottom of the deck, we got the Knight of Swords in the upright. Knight of Wands and illusion regarding the Hierophant and the High Priestess. And a Five of Cups walking away, disappointment. So, alrighty then. Somebody got tired of fighting, it looks like. Somebody's sick and tired of fighting in this love relationship or in love. They're tired of fighting in love. So they're releasing some baggage. They're letting it go. Yeah, they're moving on to calmer waters. They're in this Six of Swords energy in that little boat. They're going on their little wave, making a journey. Their challenge is to recover from this heartbreak. Message of concern in reverse. They're not getting a message of concern. They didn't get a message of concern. So there's heartbreak. There was somebody betrayed somebody. There was betrayal. And over money. There was betrayal over money. Somebody didn't get the money. They're transitioning. They're leaving it on. There's a divorce. They're moving away. There's conflict and rivalry here in this love relationship. Somebody was fighting for this. They did not get the courtship. They did not get a courtship. And in the intentions and expectations. So this love union is coming about. But whoever this is that is getting cut off, they did not get the union. Somebody said, get out of here. Somebody said, heartbreak, get out of here. You just in it for the money. But there is, see, yeah. There was somebody here who was fighting for this. It's coming. And they wanted to be the one to get it. So they know that this expectation is here. The lovers are there and there's going to be a marriage, okay? But in the recent past, you've got somebody fighting for that position and they failed to get the courtship. But there is a love union here and a marriage. Those are kingdom unions. Somebody was fighting for it and they didn't get it. So, and that leaves them in a Five of Pentacles. They did not get the union. They got cut off. Yeah, Five of Pentacles and poverty. It was all about money. They were fighting to get with somebody for the money. This could be as a collective. You are moving on to calmer waters. Whatever relationship you had with the narcissist or somebody trying to steal your spiritual inheritance or whatever inheritance or money or goodness you might have in your life is coming to an end. They're facing poverty. Justice is being served. Wow. Fairness, equality, truth, clarity. About a thief trying to steal a pathway, or about a thief and a pathway. So justice, truth, and clarity and fairness is being the law of cause and effects. Everything is being brought into balance regarding this thief and pathways. Perhaps your pathway, perhaps the pathway of the star beings or those who were coming into the kingdom unions. This thief was trying to steal your pathway by gaining some form of contract with you. There is a Nine of Cups here, so there is a wish come true with a main male or for a main male, which leaves somebody in a tower. A mature man is left in a tower because this main male is getting his Nine of Cups, his wish come true. And this mature man who's in a tower, this person who brought a Five of Swords, conflict, upheaval, bullying, thievery, sneakiness, abusive relationships, he's in a Nine of Swords. He's in a tower and a Nine of Swords, a nightmare, trauma, and despair. Wow, that's heavy, man. And the Lovers is here. Yeah, they're in trauma and despair over this love union. So the main male, woohoo! Justice is happening regarding this thief and this pathway. The main male's getting the wish come true. It's his pathway. And this thief is in a tower and in a Nine of Swords because these lovers are coming together. They're facing poverty. Oh my goodness! All in bad health. Holy moly for what they did in a family room. Woo! Woo! There's a wealthy man who could be an official person, and he's concerned about this change that's happening with this gift in the courthouse. He's in despair. This whole community is getting a great fortune within the house with this main female. And this false person can no longer work against them. That's in a coffin. Ooh, they're getting the message. This mature woman's getting the message. She's facing imprisonment. She's expecting it. Oh, somebody's got this privileged lady in their thoughts. She's high honor. Failure. Releasing the baggage. Making a journey. Something failed. Releasing a relationship. Making plans for the future. Recovering. Meditating. Somebody's challenged because they didn't get a message of concern. Somebody hid a message of concern. Whoa, that one did a complete 360. Forgiveness. Yeah, somebody failed. The relationship ended. They're seeking forgiveness because you're moving on. You're making plans for the future, and it doesn't include them. There's a divorce here or a separation. They did not get the money. They're confused because you're happy. Somebody was fighting for a courtship and they were denied. The lovers are here with a marriage. These are kingdom unions. This is all these thieves were trying to get into the kingdom. Wow, man. The Most High Heavenly Father, man, he's got his work cut out for him. I mean, why is everybody trying so hard to get into a place that doesn't exist? According to them. According to some, God doesn't really exist, so the kingdom doesn't exist. But why are they fighting so hard to get into it if it's a fictitious thing? That's weird. I don't get it. We got indecision in the reverse. So somebody knows exactly what to do. They know who their person is. There's no indecision. The lovers are here, and there's no indecision. They know exactly who their person is. They denied this other one who was fighting for this position. They denied them. Denial. No courtship. They didn't. Nope. And they're facing poverty. 5 of Pentacles and the poverty card came out. Like double poverty. We got courage. It's difficult to have courage when you don't have much, you know? When you feel like it's wild, you know? When you're poor, you just learn to be comfortable with being poor and not having anything. And I guess when you're used to having everything and then all of a sudden you don't have anything, that could require some courage to face fear with confidence. Ooh. So justice is being served for this thief regarding this pathway. Pathway of peace. Pathway of peace. Pathway of peace. Woohoo! We're going to have a pathway of peace. Justice is being delivered to the thief for the law of cause and effect. The main male got his 9 of Cups. Wish come true. Emotional stability. Satisfaction. Imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. So he's a manifester. He could be a generator manifester. Like, the way that this was explained to me, and please forgive me if I get it wrong, but there is the manifester, which manifests something, or either that or it's a generator. I don't know. It's the manifester or the generator. Somebody manifests something, and then the generator, and then the generator. So there's somebody manifests something, and then the generator, boom, like creates more of it, right? And the way that it was explained to me is that there are a lot more generators than there are manifestors. People who can can dream stuff up in their mind and actually actualize it. But a lot of people can generate, like they can duplicate it and make more of it and do that kind of a thing. But so I believe that this main male is an actual manifestor generator. And a very small percentage of the people are actually both, the way that it was explained to me. There was a woman that I did a session with, and she has studied it for quite some time and has all kinds of programs and all that stuff to map out who people are based on information. Anyhow, this mature man is in a tower because the main male got the wish come true. Pride. He's stuck in his pride. And those who brought conflict, upheaval, and competition to these abusive and had abusive relationships. Those who are about abusive relationships and bullying things. They're in a Nine of Swords because the lovers are coming together, and justice has determined that these love unions are going to be on a peaceful pathway. There's not going to be any nightmares. There's not going to be any abuse in these relationships. There's not going to be any bullying or stealing or getting rid of you because they're just tired of you or whatever. No, man. You if you're in you got to honor your commitments and your connections, right? There's such a thing as honor. Anyhow, it seems to me like the justice is saying that we're going into a peaceful path. We're going into a peaceful pathway. But this thief is going into a tower and a Nine of Swords. We got self-esteem on the... Oh, wait. I got to pull a card for that. Envy. It was all about envy. He was envious. This mature man was envious of this main male. He was envious of this main male and his bride and their connection and their love and the way that they utilize their minds together and the way that they create wealth together. This person was envious. And he still is. He's envious. These lovers are coming together though. He's in a Nine of Swords because their lovers are coming together. Wow. Growth. And there's going to be growth. Expansion of consciousness and awareness and a purpose. I know what I am here to do. Judgment is being called on this, and they have to accept the things that they cannot change. Those who posed adversity are in grief, and they are guilty. They're lonely and they're full of doubt now. Because those who are empathic, those who are open to seeing both sides of a thing, who possess gifts of the soul that benefit themselves and others, who have healthy self-esteem and are trustworthy, are like taking the steering wheel, and they have to surrender their need to control because they've gained their freedom, because they persevered. So it's like over. It's like, okay, it's just done. They persevered, okay. They persevered, so the cycle's over. Manifested generator. He's got the imagination. Look at that. And it's like a CD or a disc or something. And it's just turning. Like you can just envision that thing spinning. Like it's got all those different layers. And I see like each layer, each like the outer rim and this one, they're all turning and doing their things at different rates and different ratios and creating something super fantastic. Oopsie. Waiting. Oh. So you got a foe who is waiting. A foe is waiting and there's failure. So this foe was waiting and found out there was failure. And you're releasing that baggage, main male. I don't know who this foe is. You're releasing that baggage and making a journey. Challenge is that there's a message of concern in reverse. Like maybe you're just not concerned. Faithfulness. They want forgiveness, but you want faithfulness. And happiness. You want to be happy. So there's a heartbreak here. There's a Three of Swords, a divorce. They were in it for the money. They could have been a servant of some wife who's in prison, of some soldier, some wife of some soldier who's in prison. Oh. And they were surprised by this reunion and love. They wanted to bring a death, or maybe their friend has experienced a death. Wow, man. So there's upset. Yeah, it was money. So there's this false person here who was all up in this other person's business, this main male's business, for money. But they did not get the money. They got a Three of Swords. And he's happy. The relationship is over, it's ending, he's got his money. In the recent past, they were fighting for a courtship and they were denied. There's betrayal. There's betrayal. Like they found out that this person betrayed them. And they called it off. They realized that this person was not their divine counterpart. Messenger, enemy. A messenger, they got the message that this person was an enemy who was bringing conflict, trying to get a courtship, and they were denied. Yep. A messenger brought a message. This person's an enemy. But there is lovers here with a marriage and indecision in the reverse. So that is certain. So whoever that is certain. And obviously whoever this is obviously certain that it's not the person. It's not the faithful person. This foe is waiting for money. They wanted the money. Oh yeah, we got wife. Somebody has no, they know who she is. It could be that it's the wife that was courageous while he was dealing with this foe. I mean, she might have been going through some stuff. Future wife. Marriage. After the marriage. Yeah, you got a thief here who had hope of being a priest at a wedding. Wow, they're needing consolation because you're just too darn constant. You're constant. You're steady. Wow, all these cards just wanted... No, come on now, Spirit. I can't take 12 cards. Okay, I'll do one. Ooh, lover. Lover in the reverse, yeah. This foe is in a Five of Pentacles, a financial loss, insecurity, poverty, and lover in the reverse. They're going to have courage to face their fear. Justice is here for the thief. The pathway is going to be one of peace. The law of cause and effect is in order for this thief. The pathway moving forward will be peaceful. House. Justice is being served for the house. It will be a peaceful path of love, releasing all the negative energies. There's a 9 of Cups here. A wish come true for this main male who has a fantastic imagination. And he could be a sweetheart, or he knows who his sweetheart is. Maybe his sweetheart is with him. You got this mature man who's in a tower. He's full of pride. He's reevaluating his circumstance. Letter. He's getting a letter, or he got a letter. He was bringing conflict and competition because he's envious of this main male and his marriage and what he's going to be creating with his imagination. He's envious because the lovers are here in the environment and in the outcome together. And surprise, they're going to prison when this reunion happens. Wow, this soldier. Wow. What a convoluted mess. You got a soldier who's a friend of a servant in this in love or whatever, and they're gossiping, they're having a conversation about this thief who had hope, but they were false regarding this fortune, and the priest is here. There's constancy, wedding, and child. And they need consolation. They're in grief over this because it's a death. These two coming together is a death. This main male and this sweetheart coming together is a death because this imagination, when their two minds come together, when their two visions incorporate and when their energies unite, that's going to be something else. I look forward to days when you can wear a nice dress and walk arm in arm with your sister, your friend, your gal friend, without being accused of, some raunchy sexual act or something. Women used to be able to walk the streets holding hands or arm in arm, and it wasn't weird, And I just don't think that should be weird. I think that there's a whole lot of weird mental drama about that. I just don't think it's weird. They've made it weird. People have made it weird, but there used to be a time when it just wasn't that weird. It's like it got flipped somehow. It's like I remember I was hugging a sister friend, and I went to kiss her on the cheek, and I accidentally almost kissed her on the lips, and it was weird. It was like a weird moment, but she just rolled with it, and it was like so wild. I just don't think that, it's like we got this mental thing. It's like, wow, man, I don't know. Anyway, just one of those mental things in the collective field. I don't even know why I said that. So yes, you got somebody moving on. And they're going to reach their goals. They're a high value person, and they're coming into a union. So this foe here was waiting to be called on and chosen, and they failed because they were seen as an enemy. They were outed as an enemy. And this person is big on faithfulness. And they're making plans for the future. And that person, that feminine, it just wasn't what he wanted. Gain. Blessing. This foe is upset because they did not gain a blessing. They're wanting forgiveness. They were found out to be an enemy. They did not gain the blessing. Wow. They're challenged by faithfulness. Whoever this person is up here is faithful. This person was not faithful, and somebody sent the message saying that's an enemy. They're not faithful. Yeah, because they're a competitor, rivalry, territorial conflict. There's evidence against them. They were in it for the money, but they didn't get the money. Yeah, evidence. And they're getting cut off. Can it really be that so many people are having this experience? This is wild. Profession in the reverse. It could just be that this person didn't really have any talent. They didn't have any talent, or maybe they just weren't professional when it came to, or maybe they're just not a professional. Maybe they don't have any skills. Maybe they're just all about tension and conflict. You know, petty ego clashing. They don't have a profession. They don't have any skills. Maybe they were just discovered. And somebody brought a message. Somebody brought a message. This messenger says, hey, yeah, that's your enemy there. What are you doing? So now the main male is perfectly sure and certain of who his person is. And it's not good news for this foe. He knows who he wants to make his wife. And it isn't this person. They're not the lover. They're not the lover. They're in insecurity and fear because they're facing poverty, or in the Five of Pentacles, and they're going to have to face their fear with courage and earn merit. Justice is being served on this thief. The pathway forward for this house will be peaceful. Yeah, this thief is going to be facing some illnesses and diseases. This main male and this sweetheart are getting a wish come true. They're emotionally stable and their imaginations are good. We got castaway. They could cast away this mature man. This mature man is homeless in a tower full of pride. He's being stopped. He's envious. He was bringing conflict, and he's in a Nine of Swords because these lovers are coming together. Imagination. It was all a fantasy. Or he's stuck in his head. He's overloaded. He's overwhelmed. He's got lots of obligations. He collaborated and coached a bunch of people to bring about natural disasters that people would have to survive. And he's in a nightmare now because justice is being served. And this main male and his sweetheart are in sweet dreams. He's confused now because he's having mental disturbances or some form of supernatural experiences. And he could be getting rejected and going through withdrawals. Hope. He hasn't given up on his sweetheart. His goal is to have a high value relationship with somebody that he can make and invest with in mega projects with. This foe was just in it for the money. He hasn't given up on you yet, sweetheart. Sweetheart, he knows you. You're faithful. You're faithful. Mistakes in the reverse. It could be that he sees you as perfect. And she made mistakes. Maybe she made mistakes trying to present herself as you. And she's challenged because he's not tolerating any mistakes. It's like, nope, you're obviously not her. Yeah, there's no room for error. No, there's no retakes. How many takes does it take to make a movie? I don't know. There's no retakes when you're going live. It was all about a third-party situation. It was all about this money. They wanted the money, and they wanted to have lovers and other stuff. But this fellow's into happiness. He's into happiness. He's into getting with somebody that he can manifest and build mega projects with, reach goals, have valuable lives, have lives that have meaning and value. There's evidence that this person is a third-party, money-grubbing enemy, and they're not getting the money. This main male is like, nope, okay. Toodaloo, you're a betrayer, you're disloyal, and you made mistakes. And he's not tolerating any mistakes. You can't make mistakes if you're trying to pretend to be somebody. You have to get it right the first time. Guilty. And it slid out in the reverse. You weren't guilty of something. They may have been fighting with you, trying to say you were guilty of something, but the messenger came and said that they were your enemy, or they are an enemy, and so they didn't get the courtship. They were denied. They don't have any skills, and that's not good news for them. They got 86'd out. And they're overwhelmed. Because he knows who his partner is. Yeah. There's no confusion about it, and whoever this wife is, she's not dishonest. She's very honest. And it could just be that he caught this person in a lie. And he knows that the actual person wouldn't do that. They would probably confess. Yeah, they've been found unworthy. So they're in a 5 of Pentacles. They didn't get the love relationship. They're facing poverty, and they're facing poverty. And what you have here is a female who isn't confused, or he's not confused about this female, who isn't dishonest. She's courageous. She self-heals, and she has earned merit. So he knows who she is. Yeah, there's a distinct difference. I imagine that, it's easy to pretend for a while, right? I mean, if you're old and you've been around people enough, you know that it's easy for folks to pretend to be a particular way for quite a while. I found that it's usually about a year before the facade wears off. But that's only if they're really trying. Sometimes they just don't care, or they forget to care. Reciprocity. Justice is being served. The pathway is clear. It is going to be peaceful in this house. It is going to be a reciprocal, equal give and take relationship. This thief is going to be experiencing some dis-ease. The main male and the sweetheart are getting a wish come true. And this chaser, the one who is chasing after this wealth, is facing homelessness. This thief, the thief that was chasing after the bankroll, he's in a tower. He's getting the letter. He's all up in his pride, and he's being stopped. And he wants to run away. He wants to run. Everything's falling apart. He's in a tower. How can you run away from a tower? I don't know. He was envious, and he was bringing conflict and trying to win at all costs, being abusive. He's in a 9 of Swords now. He's stuck in a fantasy or a nightmare about these lovers. He's in despair. Holding back. He feels he should have expressed himself better. And understanding. I see your side of the story. The truth is being revealed. Somebody wants forgiveness. They're struggling to get over the past. They want forgiveness for this soul contract, what they did regarding a soul contract. They tried to get a soul contract, and they missed their opportunity, and they're really feeling the absence because you're the love, man. You're the love that generates the value, the wealth, right? If you don't have the love, you don't have the money. And so they play love like a little fiddle so that they can get the money, but they're not interested in love. So it looks like they're facing poverty now because they're not love. So anyway, apply it to your story if it fits. If it doesn't, please just let it go. And remember, it's a collective read, so it's not going to resonate with everybody. In fact, it won't resonate with most people. So anywho, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.